All right, folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. PGA Tour golf this week. North of the border, it is the Canadian Open, and they're playing in Hamilton. Last year was at Glen Abbey in Oakville. Dustin Johnson, 66 final round, won it going away by 3 shots. He's a win machine. Jim Furyk also plays well up in Canada. He's a guy I think you want to take a look at 50 to 1 with good current form. But a lot of that current form comes at Glen Abbey. The real story here is Brooks Koepka's teeing it up for the first time since winning the PGA. Co-favorite with Dustin Johnson at 6 to 1. This is the prelude to next week's U.S. Open, where I can tell you right now, I think Dustin Johnson has to fall down to lose. And I know how great Koepka's been. But Dustin Johnson at Pebble Beach is going to be real salty. I think you're going to see Tiger Woods play well, Dustin Johnson and Koepka play well. And I think it could be about maybe sending a little bit of a message here this week. I hate playing chalk in a golf tournament, but I think Dustin Johnson is the man to beat this week. I'll give you a price play, though. Adam Hadwin is a Canadian, and he's a really good player, a guy that can go low. He's on the board in the 60 to 1 range, but I'll give you one at 80 to 1. It's Corey Connors. This kid won in Texas. He's got a great game, and now he's got the pressure of all the Canadian fans that will be rooting for him. There are a dozen Canadians that are going to try to step up to the plate and win the trophy here, and that is a boatload of pressure. They are passionate fans, and it would mean the world to them to have a Canadian win the Canadian Open. I think Corey Connors is the guy that conceivably that could get the job done. Matt Kuchar's playing really well. He's playing in this event. He's on the board at 20 to 1. He'd be another guy I'd take a look at. By the way, Rory McIlroy is on the board 10 to 1. He is now basically playing on the PGA Tour. He made that commitment at the beginning of the year, and this is just another instance of that. But I think in many respects, I think Dustin Johnson may be trying to send a message. But all these guys are really going to be fine-tuning their game, and they're playing the Canadian Open. But their mind is on getting every aspect of their game right for the U.S. Open at Pebble Beach next week. I think Furyk at 50 to 1, Corey Connors at 80 to 1 are the price plays you want to take a look at. But I think Dustin Johnson is going to be really, really tough to beat. And for Koepka, as good as he is, I think it's natural. This is a bit of a letdown, and his focus, most assuredly, will be going for the three-peat at the U.S. Open. Always fun. It's a different schedule, by the way. The Canadian Open's always been played after the British Open. But now with this new schedule, it's earlier in the year. We'll see how it shakes out north of the border at the Canadian Open. Always good to be with you at bangthebook.com. Follow me on Twitter at Brian Blessing. Follow along at Bang the Book. And don't forget to listen to the Sports Betting Podcast. Great information on baseball all summer long with our good friend Adam Burke. And we'll be doing a Belmont podcast this week as well, getting ready for the final leg of the Triple Crown at bangthebook.com.